thing to have a proper understanding of an ego is to taste. Those two things are included. So, in other words,
Do
an
you
ego is to
understand an
taste.
ego is to taste her?
I think I've got the general conception. It'd be like your ego, which is you and your sense of being. That in itself is what should be focused on in awareness. And usually the ego would think, all right, so I'm just going to be aware of all the contents of my perception. But then it needs to be realized that the ego in itself is also a part of that taste selection, and that needs to be consumed as well.
Precisely. It's a package which like blows itself up and also you like instantly. The moment you think about it, it self detonates and there's leaves no trace. There's like it's
It also gives you like a path forward. Like, all right, so what do you do? Well, if the ego is to taste, well, then I want to taste the best thing, so thus I'm going to do that.
this right here, this following and previous week, after this were the best moments of my life other than right now. This was number two on my most powerful ever. This because of an ego is to taste. This was absurd. My power levels around this time. Um, I mean, it was ridiculous. The understanding of an ego is to taste came from this nearly going insane during sub one because it was like I was I had the perfect lead up. I had the perfect 2 to 4 weeks previous, and then I was doing sub one, and it was kicking my ass. And I just wasn't learning. I couldn't break. I couldn't get anything tangible. It was just the same thoughts I had every day, which was like getting closer and closer and closer. And I'm like, I need to get it done. It's very similar to the mindset I had probably about a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that, where it's a brutal um, self um, flagellation is the term I've used previously, but like a brutal like desired finish that is just like consuming and making you not appreciate the present moment at all. And in fact, at that point in that someone experience, it was like it wasn't even like a bad trip in the typical understanding because like it wasn't out of my control by any means. It wasn't like I felt like scared or anything like that. I felt like angry, like just it was like a driver and so it wasn't all bad. It wasn't like I was just um um like loathing or rolling around in grief or anything, but it was just like a burning desire, a burning hatred of just the inability